Can we just have a moment of silence for all of the October records that Joker is breaking? Rest in peace. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel, and oh my goodness, the box office dominance from Joker continues in its second weekend. Today we are going to run down the box office, talk about who got first, who all finished in the top 5, and what did these movies do on opening weekend. So let's get right into it. Let's actually start with the number 5 movie on the weekend, and coming in at number 5 is Downton Abbey in week number 4 with $4.9 million for the weekend. That is an incredible 38% drop from last weekend. This movie keeps chugging along. A lot of fans of Downton Abbey clearly as they are going to the theater to support this film. At number 4 is Abominable. That movie is in its third week with a $75 million budget, making another $6.1 million this weekend, dropping 48%. That's about right, but you know what? Abominable is one of those animated movies. It continues to stick around, and it is one of those sneaky films that may remain in the top 5 for even the next couple of weeks, already in week number 3 going into week number 4. At number 3 is Gemini Man, opening weekend for Will Smith, $20.5 million in 3,600 plus theaters. Okay, opening weekend, some mixed reception from fans, especially critics, but Gemini Man did a pretty decent job at number 3, but it was actually beat by The Addams Family, coming in at number 2 with $30.298 million on its opening weekend, opening in over 4,000 theaters. Hey, for a smaller animated film that got a tad bit of marketing, but it has the name of The Addams Family, absolutely. And another film with mixed reception from audiences and especially critics. But hey, $30 million opening weekend for a smaller animated movie. That's awesome. Love The Addams Family. I didn't love the movie, but hey, coming in at number 2 is definitely great. But we are here for the Joker. We're here to talk about the records that it continues to break in October. And let's look at what I believe the most important number of all of these things are: the 42% drop from weekend number 1 to weekend number 2. Now, with these bigger budgeted comic book movies, we normally see a larger drop. A lot of it has to do with the fact that they're making so much opening weekend, right? And their budgets are so big, and we expect things like that, but it's rare to see a film make 90 plus, 100 plus million opening weekend, and then go on to do 50 plus, approaching 60 in its follow-up weekend with a drop of only 42%, guys. And I know it doesn't seem like a crazy stat line, but this is massive for a movie like this. A comic book movie centered on one character, a villain, not even a hero, an R-rated comic book film, a movie that is focused on a Batman villain without Batman, bringing in $55 million estimated. These are just the estimated numbers. Last week, the numbers went up on opening weekend. That could absolutely happen again. We could be talking $60 million, which would be right at a 40% drop for the weekend, but $55 million on weekend number 2 for the Joker. And like we talked about in last weekend's video, breaking a lot of October opening weekend records, but what does the October number 2 weekend record have to show for? Well, prior to this weekend, Gravity was the number 1 second weekend of all time in October with $43.1 million, and Joker handily beat that film, and it now claims the number 1 opening and follow-up weekends of all time in the month of October. Once again, R-rated comic book movie. Oh my goodness. And let's also keep in mind that Joker was only estimated to make around $40 million this weekend. On Thursday, I believe, is when those numbers came out, and it managed to topple that by $15 million. And then we look at what it did last week on a daily basis, breaking almost every single record on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I mean, it is nonstop. This is a force of nature, and all of the threats and the things going in and the controversy, I honestly believe it did nothing but help this movie. And even though the audience response has not been 100% the best comic book movie of all time, because I have seen some people that haven't loved the film, it is still trucking along. And I just think people are curious. They want to go see what the movie's all about. A lot of people are loving the film, and I definitely want you guys to comment your thoughts on the movie. Maybe if you've went back and checked it out a second or a third time, even if you've already told me you loved it, how do you feel about it a week later? Because it is a movie that grows on you for sure, and we look at the success of it on a technical level. From a quality standpoint, it's fantastic, but now we have the box office to go with it, and I said this last weekend, if the second weekend does as good as I anticipate it to, it exceeded those expectations, then this is a film that, Warner Brothers right now, they're dialing Todd Phillips' number and saying, hey man, I know what you said, but listen, we're going to need you to come back for something else, even if it's not another Joker movie, which I hope it is at this point, but we need you back because this is a film that is bringing in way too much money to forget about this character, and we just have to see how it fares over the next couple of weeks. If you guys want me to keep you updated on the box office numbers, I love doing these videos. It's a huge passion of mine. Love talking numbers and statistics, and oh, by the way, we do need to look at Joker's current worldwide box office summary, and just take a look at those numbers. $543 million worldwide. That is $500 million for a film with a production budget of $55 million. $55 million is how much it made on its second weekend for a standalone comic book character-centered film. I had no faith that it would beat Venom in terms of worldwide numbers, but now it is truly looking like it could surpass Venom's worldwide numbers. A character, an Oscar baity film, if you will. I don't mean that in a bad sense, but a character that a lot of people are just so curious to see in the theater. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, how would you like me to improve it? How would you like the numbers presented from now on? Would you like some more comparisons? I love talking box office, and I love just seeing competition. I'm a big sports guy. This kind of goes into that, seeing which movie comes out on top, and next weekend we have Zombieland 2 and Maleficent 2 as well. We're going to talk about those things. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to go and check out the contests that we're running over on Clicking and Streaming on the Schmoes Know podcast feed. You can follow those rules. Leave it a 5-star rating and review. Make sure you tweet at me that you did that, and then you are entered to win a $30 Netflix gift card. Great contest going on over there. And of course, I'm hosting the show on Schmoes Know podcast feed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you soon.